Friends, I am Professor Muralidhar Prasad. I welcome you for today's topic network diagram preparation. To know more concepts in banking, finance, and entrepreneurship area, you can now subscribe my channel Banking and Finance on Tube. To explain network diagram preparation, I took an example here. I have listed out 10 different activities, and there are certain activities which are independent, there are certain activities which are dependent. So what are the 10 activities A to J? What are the independent activities? A, B, C are independent activities because there is no predecessor for them. It means straight you can start A, straight you can start C. But D is dependent on A, E is dependent on B, so on and so forth. If you look at H is dependent on E as well as F. So unless E and F are completed, you cannot start H. Similarly, F, G. These two are dependent on C. Once you complete C, you can start F as well as G. So like that, J is dependent on H and G. Now let us take a real-time example. What is this A, B, C, D, E, F and all? Imagine that you are planning to buy a house. So the first step is for first activity is whether you need to go for an independent house or an apartment. Then the next step is the location. So these two activities can be done simultaneously. Which location and whether to go for an apartment or an independent house. Once you have complete these two activities, the third activity, since you have already identified the location, you will search for a broker. It means searching for a broker is depending on the location identification. So this is how there will be activities in every project. There are certain activities which are independent, certain activities which are dependent. So to draw this network diagram, we use two important components. One is known as node and other one is known as arrow. On arrow, we report the activity. Now this is activity A. We have reported on these two nodes, node 1, node 2, node 2. Node 1 is a starting node, node 2 is a ending node. Now we have completed activity A. We can also complete activity B. A, B, C are independent activities. We need not wait for completion of some other activity. So we have completed A, B, C. Now let us look at D. D should start after completion of A. It means here is the A completed, so we can start D. Then comes E. E should start only after completion of B. Let us also understand there is a important information connected with E. E and F should help in starting H. E should start after completion of B and E and F should help in completion of H. So now after completion of B, you can take E. This is node, starting node, ending node. This is activity E. Now activity F should start after completion of C. This is C completed here. We have completed C here, and this is F should start after completion of C. But remember, E and F should help H. Now F can be drawn straight like this, or F can also be drawn like this. Supposing you are drawing F like this, then while preparing H, you need to use a dummy connector between E and F. So to avoid that, what I am doing E and F connecting like this. Now E and F are completed. Then comes G. G should also start after C. Yes, this is G. I am starting G here. Then H. H should start after completion of E and F. But H is also having connectivity with G, because H and G should help in completion of J. So what I am doing, E and F completion point is this, and I am connecting this to G. This is H. Then I should start after completion of D. This is the completion of D. So I am starting like this. This is I. Now J. J should commence where G and H are ending. This is the G and H ending point. I am connecting like this. This is J. Now the network diagram is completed. In this network diagram, please note certain important points. These are known as nodes, starting node and ending node. This is the starting point of the project. This is ending point of the project. So there should be one single starting point, one single ending point. But at starting point, there can be simultaneously more number of activities. Remember, activities are different from the total project. In a project, there will be a lot of activities. So by understanding this simple concept, we can prepare a network diagram. And what is the use of this network diagram is, even any layman can understand this diagram very simple way. So first, for example, somebody looks at here A. So there are three activities to start now. He can start A, B, C. Then he will understand, oh, to start D, we need to complete A. Similarly, to start E, we need to complete B. He will understand like that. Similarly, to start H, we need to complete E and F. So this network diagram will help even a layman to understand where to start a project, where to start an activity, where to end activity, etc. So thank you very much. So you please subscribe my channel Banking and Finance on Tube for more number of videos on banking, finance, entrepreneurship area. Thanks a lot.